Hey everybody, how you all doing? So in today's video, I got a fun video. It's in regards to tool storage in our garage. So I've basically run out of space in my automotive tool cart, which I'm going to show you that it's to the point whereas I have so many tools in it, they're like stacked on top of each other. So anytime there's a certain tool that I need, it would be underneath all these other tools that I have to take out, and then I got to put them back in the exact same way so that I'll be able to close the drawers. And I mean, it's just really kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm going to take you along and I'm going to show you the perfect idea that I had in order to solve this problem. So stay tuned. All right, so I have two tool carts here. This one is the one that I'm referring to today that I'm going to try to organize better as to removing tools out of it because it's just totally filled. This is all automotive tools here. And in this tool cart here, this is my metal fabrication tools for metal forming, shaping, cutting, and all that kind of stuff I have in there. So let me show you what it is that I'm dealing with. So this is the top tray. This is basically for all my sockets, right? So as you can see, I have all this stuff up in here. So when I got to get to a socket, I literally have to take stuff out of here in order to get to my sockets, right? Because, I got stuff underneath. And then they have to be placed in here the exact same way in order for me to close the lid in order to lock it. Okay, this is one of my drawers here. As you can see, I've got stuff in here. It's packed in here a certain way so that I can actually close the drawer. And same thing. See, look at this. Look at all these tools. If I don't put these in here the exact same way, I won't be able to close my drawer. And the same thing down here. This is supposed to be where all of my box wrenches and ratcheting box wrenches are supposed to be. I've got a couple other specialty tools in here too, but again, in order for me to get to certain things, I got to take stuff out like my torque wrenches. I got to take all this out. Then I got to make sure I put it back in the exact same way. These are bolt extractors. This one here, as well as this one, various sizes. And then down here, these are my air tools. This one isn't that bad, but it would be nice to be able to remove some of this out of here so that I could just grab my air tools instead of having to take stuff out. So the idea is to be able to remove some of these tools, preferably the smaller tools, into a smaller location, whereas I can lock it, but not having to purchase another whole tool cart, because truthfully, I don't have room in the garage for another tool cart. So let me show you what I actually found and hoping that it'll help to clear out some of this stuff out of here to make it easier for me. Okay, so my solution is buying a 4-drawer cabinet. I wanted something that was compact, small, that I could kind of put somewhere in the garage where it wouldn't take up a lot of space, but be big enough to be able to fit a nice amount of my tools in. This came from Menards ToolShop brand. The dimensions is 26 inches going across. The height of it is 16 5/8 inches. And then over here on the width of it is 12 inches. It has handles on both sides. They're tucked in so it doesn't like flip up or anything. It actually comes with 2 keys. This is the owner's manual. These are rubber feet, which I didn't use because I have this bolted to this, so there was no need for that. It's really nice, real spacious. It has gas lifters here. They gave drawer liners for the drawers, but they didn't give one for up here, so I'm going to have to put something up here to kind of protect this. The only thing I don't like about up here is there's this piece right here that sticks out. Let me see if I can get a side view. And it's going to take up space. So when you put stuff in here, you're going to be limited as far as how tall it is. And then also the gas lifters, you won't be able to really put anything on the side here, because when you pull this down, the gas lifters are going to take up space right here. So on both sides. So you may be able to fit something over here on both sides, but as far as like going across here, yeah, that's not going to work. So let me show you. So up here, I would probably say you've got about 3 inches of space going up. And then the drawers have ball bearings on both sides. It also locks in place, so it doesn't, like if you move this around and it's unlocked, it's not going to, the drawers aren't going to slide out. And so this drawer here is 1.5 inches. So this drawer, and this drawer, these are all the same in depth. Okay. All right. And then this bottom drawer, this one's deeper. And this one is 2.5 inches. Okay. Let me give you a measurement as far as the drawer. I'm just going to measure this bottom one since I have it open, but it looks like it's about, you have about 10 inches. Yeah, about 10 inches of space in all the drawers. It comes with 2 keys, and once you lock it, the drawers, you can't open it. Yep, can't open it. So I really like this. You know, it was, I think I paid about $109 with the rebate, and you know, I'm really looking forward to filling it up and kind of seeing, you know, just how many tools I can remove out of there to put into here to free up space. And then also, I like that the fact that I can lock it. So let me go ahead and fill this up. I'll come back, show it to you, then I'll close out the video. Okay, so I am all done loading this up. I went on ahead and put my pig protective liner on the top here, as well as on the inside here. So you see, this way, this will protect the paint from getting scratched from, you know, putting tools in and out. And then also, you know, when I put stuff on top here, I don't have to worry about it getting scratched, because I did the same thing with my 2 tool carts. And this stuff works really good. It has adhesive on the back, so you just got to make sure the surface is clean and dry, and then you just cut it to the measurement that you need, stick it on there, and that's it. And over time, you know, the adhesive actually gets stronger and everything. So up here, I've got my borescope, I've got my multimeter, I've got a little level here. This is my LED light for checking for AC leaks on the vehicles when you use AC dye. And then in this drawer here, got, you know, some miscellaneous stuff, like my hammer, because this is something that I periodically need. And now I don't have to go on my tool cart, take everything off of the top of it just to get into it. I can just come over here, you know, I got some miscellaneous stuff. I got some drill bits here, and these are some panel removal tools. Okay, and in this drawer, this is where I have all of my hose clamp pliers, my hose crimp pliers, and what else I got in here? And I've got some needle nose pliers in here too, of different sizes. And if you're wondering why I have 2 of these cable clamp pliers, hose clamp pliers, is because one of them broke, and I had bought a replacement, but the thing is, the one that broke, actually, it has a wider range of different size fasteners than the one that I bought. So I just went on here and just kept it, just in case. All right, and then here, I've got my Allen wrenches in here. I've got, this is my brake rotor measuring tool. This is my brake pad measuring tool. I've got some clamps in here. I forgot what this is. This is a measuring tool too. Let me see. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, got that in here. And then I've got some scrapers. And then on the bottom one, I was able to fit all of my bolt and screw extractors down in here. So check that out. So now they're all in one place now. So let me go over to my tool cart and show you that here. So look at that. See all my sockets now, right? With all that stuff. And this drawer, it's not like totally organized yet. I'll do this later. But pretty much, I've got more space in here. Same with this one. It seemed like, man, everything. I can't believe I fit all those tools up in here. But again, this is something I'll organize later. Just kind of moving stuff over. All of my open box wrenches. Now I can get to them easier. All right. And then down here, I only moved really one thing, and that was my rotor measuring tool, because these wouldn't fit. And they're not really in the way, so I just left them down here. All right, so let's close out this video. So the tool chest works beautifully. It's nice for an overflow of my tools, freed up space in my tool cart, which you saw. So now I'm even more organized, and I can actually, get to things a lot easier and not having to move tools around for the most part in order to get other tools, and then also just having to put them back in the same way in order to close up my tool cart. So I'm hoping that I gave you some ideas for your space in order to, not have to buy a whole nother tool cart. Then maybe just a tool chest is something that you may need, especially if you have limited space like, what I have in our garage. So with that, if you have any questions, comments, I ask that you post them down in the comments section. You guys have yourself a blessed day. Be a blessing to someone else, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.